a pretty good competition going in on the backfield to get second-time carries or whatnot. How's that competition going right now?
The competition is very stiff. We have a very talented group of running backs, all the way from our freshmen to all the way up to the juniors, that we have. We don't have any seniors, but everybody on the team is very talented, especially in the running back room, so it's very stiff right now.
What have you kind of done to put yourself in a position to embrace that opportunity?
I definitely just worked hard, very, very hard in the off season, just improving my conditioning and my physicality, taking it to the next level so I can be a very durable back. So just in case I'm called upon or whether they need me on special teams, whatever the team needs, I can physically handle it. So that's been the next step because, I understand the game and the offense. So it's just taking the next step physically.
What the last couple of years been like for you? I know it's been a little bit of a struggle. You probably would have liked to have done a little better. How do you look at the last couple of years?
The last couple of years, they've been going well in my eyes. Of course, everybody coming from a high school as a stand-up guy, got all the carries and everything. But I've been on successful teams and I played special teams plays since I was a true freshman, and so I've just been blessed and just been
Was it frustrating just going, one game you might play a decent amount, next game you might not really get in there much at all, getting carries? Was that frustrating, or how do you deal with that?
No, I just do whatever the team needs me to do in order to be successful and to win games, because that's our goal around here. Our goal is to be the best and just to continue to win and bring championships to Boise.
Why is this year going to be different for you?
This year, I just have a different attitude, just a lot more focused, dialed in on the offense, special teams, and physically, I'm healthy and I just feel great.
When you look at your, the plays you've had a chance to do the last couple of years, what's prevented you from maybe having that breakout game or having that, 50, 60, 70 yards kind of? What's held you back?
I feel like I came in, as the number 2 or maybe number 3 guy, so a lot of my carries might have been at the end of the game, or I might have been with a different group, not with the one offensive line. The rest of the offensive line, those guys do a great job, but, I just didn't have premier carries, but wherever I can, I try to make the best out of the situation and the plays that I have.
We know what you've obviously been able to do and contribute on special teams, but that position title next to your name is running back. Do you have a desire to make a difference as a running back?
Oh yeah, ultimately, and the thing that our coach always tells us is to prepare like a starter, because football is a very physical game, and you don't know what's going to happen. So everybody is preparing. We're always in the film room. We're constantly grinding in the weight room. So that's always my goal. Even now, you always want to be the guy, but you just fit in wherever the team needs you to, and what the coaches feel is the best.
You prepare, any harder? I don't know if that's the correct way to put it, but knowing that, you kind of are that second guy that could be thrown into the line of fire at any moment.
Yeah, just like I said before, I just always just grinding, staying in the film room, staying in great shape, just in case my number's called. I'll be ready to roll.
What's it like playing behind Jay? Because obviously you guys know he's going to get the majority of the carries.
Oh, yeah. He's great. He's a great guy. He's very positive. He brings up the whole group, constantly in the film room, getting better, and just sharing ideas. So he's a great leader, and we just continue to just work together hand in hand. It's a staple. We're all teammates, and we love working together.
Devin Demas obviously had a good spring and popped up a little bit. What do you see in that guy?
Oh, Devin Demas, he's an awesome guy. Everybody in the running back room, we have different strengths, we have different running styles, so we fit in the offense different ways. So Devin, he had a great spring, having a great fall, so it's going to be awesome to see what we do as a group.
How about the top 3 backs, at least on the depth chart that was initially released, all from Texas? You guys take a little pride in that at all?
Yeah, it's great. We always joke about Texas has the best football players. We have a lot of California guys, and they talk about we have the best skill players. But we take pride in it. Definitely having a lot of running backs from Texas.
How about you and Demas go back? A little ways. You at least had a little bit of a friendship. It sounded like before you guys got on campus.
Oh yeah, I just used to stay in contact with him on different social media and just checking on him. Hey, how many yards you have this game? And I did this, I did that. So we have a good relationship.
Didn't you guys have a little friendly competition going on there before you got on campus?
We just trying to see who had the most rushing yards and I think I came up victoriously on that one, you know, just because he had an injury later on in his senior year. But yes, sir, we had a competition before.
You know, the innocence of competition like that, does that mean anything as you guys are competing to get on the field this year? I mean, yeah.
Well, it's always friendly competition between everybody in the running back group. You know, we're just always trying to push each other to get better so we can have a great product on the field.
That's good. Thanks, Jeff.